Testing.
Testing. Testing. Hello and welcome to today's game. It's a sunny 68-degree here day at Kelly Field for a matchup against the Loyola Dons. My name is Justin Berkline and I'm joined with
Tyler Lochte.
And we're here to commentate today's game. The Cards are currently third in the division just behind the Dons. With a win today, the Cards could move up to being second in the division, moving the Dons down to third.
And a win today would be huge for the Hall as they're down by just 1 point, and that point also separating the hosts of the quarterfinals and the visitors. And the Hall, the last 2 years, have been visitors in quarterfinal games. They've lost them both in heartbreaking fashion, so hopefully they can get a home tie. Last time they had a home tie, they won the league back in 2016, hoping to find that success here. And the first time they played this year at Loyola, it was a 1-1 draw. David Peters scored in the last minute of the game to salvage a point for the Hall. And that ball is played over the top by Barwick. And a freshman goalie for the Dons, Jordy Ekman, will roll it out to Ugarte. And the Dons do a lot of that. The freshman goalie not really wanting to punt it downfield. He usually looks short to players like Ugarte. And the Dons work from the back. And this one's going to be sent in the middle. And it was saved there by Langford. Lewin tried to play it forward, but Barwick was not there. Lewin rolling it down, and he was looking. Couldn't find it. Well, the Dons have been really controlling possession so far in this game, as this is a ball into the middle, and it's a nice save there by Levis. And he's going to take his time and fire this one downfield, looking for Barwick. And this one's going to be headed back. Loyola still on the ball. And that one will go out off of Onate, and the Hall will take back possession. And it's going to be headed on. Cleared out by Marfo Sebang. Lim with it in the midfield. And this is going to be Ugarte trying to get something going here for the Dons. Back to Ugarte. Here's Paravano. And Kelly trying to split this one through, and nice save there. And the freshman Gleekin trying to work it out, and that was dangerous. And it will somehow be deflected just wide of the goal. So this will be Comey Marone standing behind this one. Whipping it in. Dangerous ball, and be saved there by Levis.
These first 5 minutes have been dominated by Loyola possession. Cover Hall needs to stop that. They need to get together and try and get this onto Loyola's side of the field.
And the Hall cannot tie this game. They really need all 3 points. And again, they play back to Ugarte as the Dons like to restart, and he overhit that one onto the street. Here's Barwick. Now I'm trying to jump with it there, and that one will go into the street.
Second straight into the street.
Somehow that one avoided the hit in the cars. I can't believe that. Quite the miracle. So here is Lim. Back, gives a nice touch there by Gizrio, but goes right back out of bounds. Well, Covered Hall really haven't had anything going here. They've only had the ball on the Loyola side of the field, maybe once or twice. And here is Kelly. Don's pushing forward with some tenacity here. And it's played outside, and Gizriel is right there. And he will knock it away, clearing the present danger, but looks like it's still going to be a corner for the Dons. And this one's going to be sent across, headed away. And it's going to be a shot back in. And it looked like it was in the hands of Langford. And it was. The goal will not be given. It was Chase Lewin, the captain for Loyola, who poked that one out of the hands of Langford, but it will not count as he did have his fingertips on it. And for a second there, Covered Hall probably thought they were down. Sigh of relief when they see the goalie did not get that one.
Cover Hall can't make these mistakes. This is a win or go home game. You cannot play defense all game. You have to be aggressive.
And that one was saved there by the freshman Jordy Ekman. Outside is stolen by Gleekin. And back to Ugarte, who's probably had more time on the ball than anybody else so far. Giblin just tried to get rid of that one. Yeah, Giblin was running down that one. And Kelly will switch fields. Just in the middle, and Oregon lost, so he's going to try to play it through for Lewin. The Hall's defense definitely been effective so far. We haven't seen Ben Bender, though, the Maryland commit and leading goal scorer, yet today. He's got 11 goals on the year. Looks like he's going to be checking in now for Patrick Reef. So definitely more of an offensive presence with Bender in. He was named to the USA Today All-American in the preseason, and he's definitely lived up to it. Kelly trying to play this one long, nobody there. And here's Lewin. going right through, and Gisriel was there to clear it away. Paravano will switch fields to Kelly. And this one was deflected, and Barwick got a touch. And here is Kelly leading the charge for the Dons, playing it across and cleared away. And Barwick trying to win this one in the air. He's got Bender on the other side. And here's Gisriel to Bender. He had Gleekin outside. Bender's going to go for it, and the freshman goalie, Ekman, was right there to make the save, and again, he plays it short. Well, Justin, the Hall finally get one off there. What do you think they need to do to try to keep this momentum going?
Well, I think what they need to do right here is when they just can't let them get into their side of the field. They've had so much possession on Cover Hall side of the field that you need to utilize Ben Bender and his assets to keep this game on Loyola's side, because, as I said before, you need to be aggressive. And with this game, they haven't been aggressive enough, and they need to turn up the notch.
Well, there's an injured player over there by the Loyola bench. It looks like he was helped off. So it will be a free kick for the Hall right at midfield. And Lewin standing right in front of it. Guess we are going to send this one in over the head of everybody, and Barwick will send that one just wide. So the Hall definitely getting a couple of chances here. Bender had one, now Barwick. And now the freshman goalie. See if he's going to play this one long. He's going to push him up. And he'll just send that one right out of bounds. And Giblin threw it into Barwick to Bender. Bender to Organ, both of whom scored in the last game. It's a 3-0 win for the Hall. Oh, this one's taken by Bender. He sends it across over the head of Barwick, but he's still got a chance to make a play on it. Marfo Sarbang defending, and they'll do well there. It's Garfink has to run it down. Christ over to Nick Long. And Long's played very well in the absence of fellow senior Jake Bleacher. Who has still made his presence felt in the booth, as this one goes back to Ekman. Ugarte to Marfo Sarbang. And Christ will get that one just out of bounds. Marfo Sarbang will throw it in. It's found Lewin. And he's dangerous. Gleekin trying to get it away, and again it will be another Loyola throw. And Marfa Sarbang will throw it short to Lewin. Trying to get some space there, throws it across. Nice save. Danger still not cleared. Bender moving down the sideline, cutting it back, and no foul called there from Kelly. And back to Ugarte. Stan's team appears to run through him out of the back. And he's going to send this one over, stolen by Gleekin. And here comes Oregon. Calvert Hall could break. He'll go right down. So Lim will stand behind this one. On 15 minutes gone. Lim's going to send this one long, just over. Excuse me, that was Gisriel. This one's going to find Kelly back to Ugarte. And looks like a bit of a triangle drill there from Blakefield. This one's played over the middle. Here's Lewin. Lewin, nice save there again by Jack Langford. And he will send this one far. And Barwick pressuring the goalie. Not too much urgency from either side. Been mostly contentious, keeping possession. And Kelly not letting that one get through. Looked like that one hit off the hand of Ugarte, but ref probably had a better view than we did. Paravana just gonna stand on it. Set it up the middle to Caltaviano, the goal scorer for the Dons in the first meeting. And here's Winster. Gonna send it across. And Schmoog could not get anything on goal there. Set through for Barwick a little hard, but he's gonna try to run this one down. And yet again, oh, it's kept in by Kelly, no. Well, the goalie, Ekman, definitely talented between the six, but just has not been able to get the ball downfield. And the Dons, yet again, just passing it around the back. So we'll find Kelly. And a tie here for the Dons would greatly benefit them. But this one's played over the top for Lewin. Schmoog on the far side and take a deflection out. Corner kick for the Dons. It called to Biano. It was from a similar position that he scored against Coverdale. It was a free kick from the far side, just somehow snuck it in. So we've seen his crossing ability. This one's going to be headed away by Gleekin. And yet again, Loyola going to work it around the back. Kelly's going to send this one through. A nice defense there by Gleekin to get in the head of Coltabiana. Levis going to hit this one. It's found Gisriel. Trying to find Lim, and it's stolen by Schmoog. This one's headed on to Lewin. Yeah, and that one's just going to go out of bounds. So the subs will come on for the Hall. And it looks like it's going to be David Peters who scored the game-tying goal first time they played against them. He had a great start to the season. Just a sophomore. And that's what really makes this team so special from the Hall. Last 2 years they've had to sell for away place, but now with mostly underclassmen, they're competing for a home playoff tie. Loyola last year went undefeated in the regular season. And the whistle, it looks like it's going to be another injured player for the Dons. And the clock's going to stop at 18:28 to go, so a little past midway through the first half. Justin, what do you think you've seen so far?
Well, I've seen some solid defense so far. I mean, every time Loyola's gotten onto Calvert Hall's side, they've definitely got it away fairly quickly. But solid defense isn't going to win you games when your offense can capitalize on these chances that they've been getting. And they need to communicate a little bit more when you're out on Loyola's side of the field, so you can spread the ball around and try and position yourself for a nice shot on goal and try and win this game. You got to play aggressive because you cannot afford a tie to Loyola. You need this 3 points desperately.
And a tie for the Hall, even though they have John Carroll next week, it wouldn't matter because all Loyola would have to do is win their last game. The Hall would probably be rewarded with a trip to MSJ, and that's a very tough game, as we've seen when MSJ came here and beat them 3-0. So definitely a home playoff against what would probably be Gilman, who they did beat here, would be favorable.
A home playoff game means everything to Calvert Hall right now.
It's already been a pretty good season for the Hall. They won at the Reef Cup, an awesome dramatic win in double overtime from Sean Barwick from maybe 30 plus yards out. And before that, the Hall had a bit of a scoring drought. Maybe went 2 weeks without scoring in play. They scored a couple of penalties thanks to Penn Bender. And Peters' fresh legs bringing the pressure. And that's what you want to do, force the ball to the feet of the freshman goalie. Foul was called there on Bender. Interesting decision. Yeah, this one's going to find Kelly and played a lot more offensive in the first couple of minutes, but as Loyola seemed to have settled in defensively, he's moved back. Nirvana right up the middle. And here's Kelly, and he's got some space. Gonna cut it back. And this one's gonna be poked through Gizriel right there. And this one's played through Lewin, but like Chris was there. Marfo Sarbang. Lincoln just ran right into him. Foul's going to be called. Was in the box. It didn't look like it, so it's going to be right outside. And this is almost exactly where Loyola scored last time they played. And this one's going to be whipped across. Header just over.
A little too close for comfort there.
Smartphone Sarbang rising. And Levis gonna boot this one downfield. He can play it long. And here's Lewin. And Garfink is there to poke this one out. Gleekin will run it down and back through. And Bender came out of nowhere to win that one. Nice play. Ugarte. Back out to Kelly. Nice cut there. And Giblin's just going to send this one back to Loyola. Here's Kelly. Kelly, stolen by Giblin, but it will be taken back by the Dons. Kelly, Giblin, trying to prevent a cross, and he will. Lewin, surprisingly far back for the striker. And Bender's going to somehow squeeze this one through. Garfink over. Just looking for Peters. Garfink still has it, and this one's going to go all the way out for a goal kick. Cheers from the Loyola bench at that defensive effort. Looks like it was a substitution for the Hall. Link has entered the game for Riley Organ. I get through. Are they saying offsides? No, it looks like it's going to be a Loyola free kick. And Paravano will stand behind it. Cover Hall's got everybody back besides Peters. Comey Marone will send this one long. Levis rising. Lim trying to clear it, and he will. And David Peters has some open room. Peters down the sideline. Cutting it back. He's going to send it across. Here's Bender. And it's going to come back to Peters. Gleekin is going to have to run this one down in the corner. And it will be a Loyola ball.
Calvert Hall having so many chances, they just can't capitalize. You need to capitalize on some of these chances that this Loyola defense is giving you.
This is going to be headed straight up. And Garfink and a bunch of others were working on that one. It's either going to be a throw-in or a free kick. It looks like it's going to be a free kick. And they'll take it quick. We're all kind of caught off guard there. Lewin going to send it across, and Christ send this one out. Gleekin. This one's over the top. Lewin. Gonna cut it back. Loyola's got numbers in the box as he tries to get around the freshman. That's great defense. But it's found Lewin again. It's found Marfo Sarbang again. Cannot put the finishing touches on it. Barwick's going to come back in for Lim.
This defense has been playing great, but there's bound to be a couple of misfortunes there. Defense can't rely on your defense in this game.
Well, one goal for the Hall, and that's going to change how Loyola is going to approach this game entirely. You want to try to make them uncomfortable here. Israel's going to play it quick. Garfink. Lewin trying to win this one, and he will. Here's Kelly on the outside. Play through for Schmoog. Working on Long. And that will go out for a goal kick for Levis. So in a bit of a line drive. Ugarte. Looks like Link is hobbling. And there's not a cloud in the sky, and the sun's just right in our faces. You gotta love that, Justin.
Yeah, very bright. Hard to see the field a little bit.
Especially with the Cardinals wearing yellow out here. It's versus white. It's so much fun. Looks like Link is injured there. He just came on a couple of minutes ago. Clock stopped now at 8:40. Good to see him getting off the field. And it also provides a chance for everybody to get a break. And Schmudge out here. Looks like he doesn't need any water. Must be a cross-country runner. As is most often the case when you're an outside winger. He's going to have to run that sideline the whole game. It's going to be drop ball, and Covered Hall is just going to lethargically boot it back down to Loyola. And this one's going to be played through. Oh, it gets through Paravano. And that was good recovery there. What a tackle from Gizzard. That ball went about 20 yards.
It was a beautiful deflection.
Kelly going to play it short to Ugarte. Paravano again. And Loyola really needed a mistake-free game, and that's really what they've had. The captain, Lewin, working on Giblin. He'll play it long. Sarbang. And here's Barwick, taken out hard.
Hard hit on the ground.
By Paravano. And he's slow to get up. A key player in this team. Nobody really moving. Looks like Hayden Lim came in to replace Link. Lim's got 2 goals to his name, scoring last time out. Israel, he wins so many headers. Kelly back to Ugarte. You have to wonder if Ugarte ever gets bored just short passing the entire game, and this one's played through with some urgency. Giblin couldn't quite get that one clear, and it looks like it's going to be a free kick for the Dons. And the cheers from the visiting crowd, as a win here would pretty much seal a home playoff game for them. It's been a little over 5 years since the Dons have won this league. They would love to do that here. Been just 3 for the Cardinals. Be a throw in again for the Dons. It will be Kelly. And Lim. Try to get something going here. Peters down the sideline. Ugarte. And Ekman pressured. We'll get rid of it. It took a tough bounce for Garfink, but he managed to get it down. Slide that one through to Paravano. Here's Kelly. Oh, that's a bad pass. Finally a mistake for the Hall to pounce on. Here's Peters right through. Saved by Ekman. Definitely proving his worth so far. All trying to take this momentum. Just 5 minutes left to go in the half. Gleekin trying to take it. Free kick for the Dons. And now the Dons try to slow down the Hall, taking their time here, and that's quite a nice play there by Paravano, just stepping right up and whipping that one over Schmurg. Kelly across. Levis says he's got it, and he does. Gonna bounce it a couple times here. Gonna get people up. And all the Hall needed is just one run through. Scored a lot of their goals on breakaways, especially with the speed of these underclassmen like Peters. Kelly, again, just wide open over here. Keep on feeding him. Covered Hall not really worrying yet. They've still got 40 minutes. in the second half to play, and right now they just don't want to get down. Here's Bender. Christ. High pressure there, and looks like to get that one through, and ref says play on. Lim took a bad touch. Lewin will steal it. Lim still working, and Lewin's got it. Trying to play it through. Levis there again. He's going to throw it quick as it's like the Loyola player there stopped to complain. Lewin. This one played over everybody's heads. Peters will win that one in the air. Giblin won the ball, and they say he fouled him. Just 2 minutes to go. Going through, and they will say play on. Peters trying to time his run. Nice skill there from Barwick. Peters trying to poke it on. Paravano. Under 2 minutes to go. This one finds Kelly. And Giblin. He's limping after that one. Looks like Oregon looking to check in for the Hall. Kelly DeSchmug, Christ. Gonna play that one way into the air. And that one falls. Barwick will win it. And the Hall have a minute to get down the field and try to steal one just before the half. And they will get a free kick.
Perfect timing.
Crowd urging them on. And they'll say, no, it's going to be a Loyola free kick. It's wasted about 15 seconds. And Paravano will whip this one down. Lewin. Long defending.
Can't allow a goal here.
9v9. Lewin, it's going to be defended well there by Gisriel. Time still winding down, 20 seconds.
Got to hold out.
And that one looked like it was mishit. The Hall have 10 seconds. Barwick. Ugarte there, big play, but Gleekin's got it. Paravano will call no foul, and at the half, we're still level at 0. Both teams had their chances, but nobody could find the back of the net, and Loyola content. Calvert Hall restless.
You can
Well,
tell.
Justin, what did you see there?
You can tell that Calvert Hall did say listen to my advice about being aggressive, and maybe perhaps a little too aggressive. I've seen plenty of mistakes, probably more on the defensive side of the ball, with all of these fouls that gives Loyola these free shots that you just can't allow when you've got your defense playing at this level. And to speak of defense, the defense has been playing great, to say the least. But the offense has been leading on the defense a little too much, and as I've said before, it's a recurring theme that this should be an offensive-heavy game, and I haven't seen much out of Calvert Hall aside from a couple Loyola mistakes. But I'd say that they need to have a little bit more communication, whether it's midfield or on Loyola side of field, and you just need. I've seen that they've gotten plenty of chances offensively. You just need to finish, and that's Carver Hall's biggest struggle so far is that they can't finish on these opportunities that they've been so generously given.
All right, well, we'll be back in a couple of minutes for the start of the second half. And we're back here for the second half as Chase Lewin stands right behind it. And the key to this half for the Hall, they have to score first. Because this is a must-win game and they can't be down.
The urgency needs to be turned up here in the second half. You need a score. You cannot afford a tie. You need this. You need these 3 points and to hopefully clinch that home playoff win.
And the Hall, they've only scored 19 times this year compared to Loyola's 31. And that's good for the Hall right off the bat. Here's Barwick. Be great to stay one here. And that one is going to be sent way up into the bleachers. Quick throw there by Gleekin to Bender. Bender trying to find some space. He's going to go for it, and it looked like he was going wide, but Ekman nonetheless made sure.
He keeps possession for Calvert Hall here. Gives him another opportunity. As I mentioned, opportunities they need to capitalize on.
So Lim is going to stand behind it. Big chance for the Hall. Sending it across. And Giblin. Maybe a foul on the goalie there. There's not much height to him. Looked like Israel just kind of bumped into him. Still a nice goal line clearance there by Paravano. Giblin had it with the goal wide open. Even though it didn't count, that won't be one that he will soon forget. And that's going to go out for a goal kick. Sorry, corner kick. Lucky break for the Hall.
Can things finally turn around for the Hall here?
And it's stolen by Long. This Calvert Hall bench all standing. They haven't sat down all half. Getting really into it. They need a goal. Lim. He's got 3 guys around him. And he'll lose it. Nice crowd here for a 4 o'clock game. Barwick. I've heard complaints from some of the players about the 4 o'clock games and that it's just tough to come to. People want to go home after a long day of school on Monday. Bender gonna go for it. Side netting.
It's a beautiful shot, but
Calvert Hall definitely starting off strong in this second half. And if they keep this up, they're bound to get one.
Calvert Hall cannot afford to lose this momentum.
Loyola's got to slow it down. Unlucky there. Garfink tried to head it. Gleekin's got it. Looks like 3 IHM-clad young men there running the lines as the ball boys. IHM, my alma mater. Good to see that. Nifty moves, but it's going to go right to Oregon. Lim, Barwick trying to turn around, but Paravano has heard none of that. Lewin. And this Don's defense will probably break eventually. They have only kept 1 shutout this year. MIAA has seen some really high-scoring games, including a 9-4 game. Curly John Carroll. Would have been great to be there to see that. Barfos long out. Going to be a corner kick for the Dons. And what a big turning point in the game this would be if this hits the back of the net.
Cover Hall cannot afford to get this goal in.
And it will go to the back post. Nobody was there. And Bender cleared it off the line. Barwick took it. Took a Loyola roll back. Barwick does have speed. Barwick going to send it long. He had Bender and Lim on that side. Coleman Morone going to send it deep Lewin. And Gleekins won another throw. We've seen him throw the ball in many times. Garfink's going to play it right back to the Dons. And Deckman's going to boot it. Gleekin will keep it in. Oh, look out. Good to see that Chris was okay.
Big collision right there.
It fell right onto him. Levis says he's got it. Tries to keep it in. Look out, cars on Goucher Boulevard.
Third ball headed to Goucher Boulevard.
It looked like he couldn't keep that one in. Going to be another corner for the Dons. This one's whipped across. Dons had a head on it, goes through, and Levis is there.
A nice save there. Could have been disastrous if that got in. If that would have gone in.
It was Paravano who got the final touch before it went right to Levis. If he would have been anywhere else, it would be 1-0 Dons. And Gleekin yet again wins a header. The freshman has been fantastic today. I believe he's been the only freshman to see the field. One of 6 freshmen. This is going to be played long by Ugarte. Long. And that one was deflected over to Schmug. They will be out for a cover-all throw. They throw quick. Bender to Lim. And Loyola is definitely settled in. The first 3 minutes or so was just a bombardment of Ekman's goal, and they've really settled down.
Cover Hall seem to have lost their momentum. Got to try and get that back. This is a very urgent game right now, with only around 30 minutes left to play.
Giblin trying to keep it in, he will. Coverdall does not really have numbers. Barwick sending it across over the head of Bender, trying to keep it in. And he will. Bender back to Gleekin. Cutting it back, he goes down. No fouls called, but Bender comes out of nowhere again and takes it. Outside, Lim. Kind of lost to himself, tackles. Foul called on Lim. And the Dons just trying to keep this at 0-0. That would put that into a home playoff tie. Well, Gleekin won another throw. Nice move there by Gleekin, trying to get something going, and that's a bad pass. It's stolen by Riley Organ. Kobe Marone, Loyola throw. I don't know about that.
Questionable call, but I have to keep playing.
It looked like Comey Marone was forced to touch it out, but they get the call. Whipped across, and Lewin was there. He's going to run this one down. He'll keep it in right on the line. Chris takes it away. Chris trying to keep it. They'll call a foul on Marfo Sarbang. Loyola ball, and look out. He's going to go to the pocket. And he knows it before he even gets off the field. Yellow card to Marfo Sarbang. So Dixon will come back on for just a second here as Marfo Sarbang has to serve his penalty.
Loyola clearly frustrated here.
Well, this one's taken back by his brother, Marfo Sarbang. And he will go down. And that's going to be a free kick for the Dons. Well, they don't have Caltabiano, who banged in a free kick last time out. He's been hurt since early in the first half. So let's see who's going to take this one. It looks like it's going to be the captain, Chase Lewin. What a big moment this would be in Loyola's season. Lewin steps forward, hits it well, it's in. And the Dons have the lead. And that's a really tough blow for the Hall.
Cover Hall made one too many mistakes, and they finally pay the price with that one.
And what a big moment for the senior captain, Chase Lewin. Coverdall's given up 2 goals to the Dons this year, both on set pieces. Also gave up a couple of set piece goals to Epaquinamink earlier this year, so definitely a problem for the Hall. And now there's a lot of urgency. Covert Hall needs 2.
At this point, you got to think that it's got to be extremely aggressive here. You have no time to waste.
And the Hall went a little over 300 minutes without scoring in open play earlier this season. They've scored 6 in their last 2, though. They still have time, though. Around a little over 25 minutes. Bender. Trying to do it himself. Yeah, that's not going to work. It's taken away. And this one's going to be played across. Headed away by Paravano, and this Loyola defense really has been great. Gleekin will head it to nobody. And this one's going to go out of bounds. Well, Calvert Hall needs something really quick to try to get back into this game. And the loss here would not prevent Calvert Hall from a home playoff game, but it would take them out of the driver's seat. They would either need MSJ or Loyola to lose. This one's going to be hit hard down the field to Sean McDaniel. Fellow IHM alum. There's been a couple of them out here. Hayden Lim of the Cardinals also. And this one's going to be whipped across. It'll go back. McDaniel over the goal and everyone. Looks like Wade Zink had quick play in to Levis, trying to get them going. He's going to play it over the top, headed away by Long. Barwick goes down from the back. That's going to be a foul. Long looking for Barwick. Will go down. It should be a corner. No, they will say it's going to be a goal kick. I can't see how Sean Barwick touched that one if he was on the ground. So Stephen Welsh will enter the game. Yeah, that goes out of bounds. It will be another Calvert Hall throw for Gleekin. And here we'll send it over to Bender. Here's Welsh. He had an assist opening day against Curley. And I'll take this one. He'll go right back to Jordy Ekman. And as the clock winds down, Calvert Hall's going to just have to keep on going faster. Long will play it up to Bender. Now he's got Welsh and Lim both in the area, but Ugarte looks like he's going to come away with it. And they're going to call a foul on Stephen Welsh. Lucky break for the Dons. And they're going to take this time off the clock as they take their time to kick this one. With the head of Gleekin, it looked like he got touched, but they won't call it. Garfink pretty much tackled there, and they'll call it this time. It's like Loyola was trying to move the ball there while he was about to kick it. Switches field to long. Giblin. He's got Bender. Welsh in the middle. And he's going to play it across to Riley Organ, who scored in their last game. Hit off the knee of Organ, and it will be a throw for the Dons. Some subs here going to come on. The goal scorer, Chase Lewin.
It's about 20 minutes left in this half. Calvert Hall needs to score 2 goals in order to, as you said, stay in the driver's seat and try and manifest their own destiny. Get a home playoff win, but it's looking unlikely so far. Can't rule it out, but they have to get their momentum back.
Well, Lim's going to play this one on to Bender. Bender's still going. I don't know what the call was there. It looked like he was dribbling. So he pushed him out of bounds, and it will be a throw for the Hall. Garfink. He's got Lim. A little bit of space. Giblin's going to play it long. Welsh rising. Out. This has got to be a corner. It is. Huge chance for the Hall, and the crowd finally getting some life to him. It's going to be Hayden Lim.
If there's any time for Calvert Hall to capitalize on a big opportunity, it's got to be now. It's now or never.
Everybody up besides Long and Christ for the Hall. Welsh right in front of the goalie. He does not have much height to him. It's going to be sent across. Header just wide. James Garfink had great positioning there, but couldn't find the goal. Ekman going to take his time.
Loyola trying to eat as much time as they can off the clock to try and squander a Calvert Hall comeback.
And Paravano is just going to take his time. Nobody coming to him. Lackner. Paravano going to send it long. Christ header. Welsh going to try to run after it. They brought some pressure. Paravano will get it away. Welsh will take it. Up through Bender. Paravano again. Paravano and Ugarte just dominating this Hall offense. Bit of an overtouch there, dangerous ball, but Gleekin comes out with it. And he's going to send it long. Intercepted. Organ. Back to Garfink. Approaching 15 minutes to go. And that's going to be a free kick for the Hall. Two men looking to come on. It looks like it's going to be Barwick, one of them. And Ferris, usual starter, has not seen the field yet. Gisriel gonna wind this one in. And Ekman will make the catch. Again, not much height to him, but just out-jumped everybody. And here's Kelly. Stolen by Lim, no foul. That one just hit right off the side of Lackner. Long, gonna play it over. Oregon trying to find it, and he will keep it in. Well, it's gonna be out for a Don's goal kick. That time still winding down for the Hall. Here's Kelly. Nice touch. Keeping control there. Ferris. And Kelly will clear it. Here's Bender. And Welsh is going to play it across. He was looking for Barwick. Defended away by James Ugarte. Under 15 minutes to go. Bender. It finds Garfink. And that one will be through for 3 points. And another goal kick for the Dons. Well, I would say probably the best chance so far was when David Peters was one-on-one with Ekman, and you gotta think back to that, as well as everything that happened in the first 3 minutes of this second half. Calvert Hall's definitely had their chances.
A lot of speed in that beginning of the second half. It was a big offensive onslaught, but they just couldn't capitalize.
That clock's still ticking down. They're going to move the ball up a little bit. A little bit of time wasting going on.
Hall's got around 13 minutes left to try and attempt a comeback. Loyola taking their sweet time.
This one played through. Levis, look out. Gets pushed into the goal. And that's the second time that the Dons have put the ball in the back of the net when Levis had possession. In fact, in the Reef Cup against Curly, the same thing happened, except they gave the goal. And here's Gleekin. Bender. Oh, and here's Welsh. Bender and Barwick in the middle. Welsh goes down. No foul called. And that's going to be out of bounds for a Don's throw. And Giblin will take that one to Ferris. It almost got through there to Barwick, but Ugarte yet again. And Ferris will take it. Foul on Calvert Hall again. And not really any pressure at first there as Paravano and Ugarte can just knock it around. And remember, in the MIAA, there is overtime. So the Hall do only need one goal in the final 11 minutes. They are 2-0 in overtime this year. And how dramatic would that be? A sudden death overtime winner to practically seal your space in the playoffs. It's going to be an injury. It's the goal scorer, Lewin. He's going to have to go off because they stopped play for him. It's not time wasting here, though. The clock does stop. So he must really be hurt.
It gives Cover Hall a tiny break from playing super aggressive because they have to. You've got to tie this up, take this thing into overtime. And as you said, Tyler, they're 2-0 in overtime. Kind of think hopefully they continue that trend if they do get this goal scored within a little less than 11 minutes left in this game.
And that one's going to be taken by Givlin. He's just going to hit it way downfield. It's actually dangerous, though. Here's Ferraris. Bender just overhit. Covered all, still time. 10 minutes left, but Jordy Ekman not in any rush to get this game back going. Ekman going to play it short again. Bender pressing. Christ. The Hall have defended well against a team who scored 12 more goals than them in the MIAA this year.
So this defense has proven their worth. It's the offense that leaves a lot to be desired, despite the presence of Ben Bender.
And that was a chance they were broken up by Giblin. Oh, look out. It's a big chance here for the Dons to make it 2, and Levis. Yet again, reliable. Here comes the Hall. They've got numbers forward. Bender fell. It's not going to matter, though, as Gleekin tries to run it down. It's out of bounds. Looks like Peters and Organ will enter the game for Christ and for Ferraris. Definitely a more offensive look. Both Peters and Organ leading all underclassmen in goals so far this season. They'll really need something here the final 9 minutes.
Playing quick and fast.
But they've also got to watch out. Here's Lewin. It can't be 2. It's off the net.
That would be
Levis running.
And another football.
We've had more through the uprights than in the back of the net so far today. Oh, look out. That's not good. Organ's down.
It's not good for Cover Hall.
And they will have to stop the clock with 8 minutes to go. Organ literally just came on less than 30 seconds ago. He's got to come off. So who will be the temporary replacement for him? It's going to be Christ. Drop ball, and Covered Hall cringe at giving the ball back to the Dons. It's about 10 seconds over the head of everybody. And look at the speed of that ball boy. Wow. That really was impressive.
That was elite speed right there.
My goodness.
Got I think he's got a future.
And I was wondering, where is the ball boy? But that guy clearly can control that whole side. Definitely a future Cardinal down there. Bender back to Barwick, trying to force his way through. He's found Schmoog in space. Garfink defending. It's going to go out. Calvert Hall throw. Garfink. Peters. And it's going to be stolen by Marfo Sarbang. Chip through Lewin. Lewin Levis. Under 7 minutes to go. It'll be one of the most emotional moments of the season if the Hall can salvage this. Here's Bender. If anybody can do it, it's him. Bender plays it across. It's Barwick! Just over. How close was that?
It's extremely close. That would have been amazing if he had got it in. It's a shame.
He somehow snuck it in between the field goal post and the goal.
That was a beautiful pass.
He found him just wide open back there. Hall will definitely have a couple more chances, but Ekman really milking out this one.
It's probably the best of the day.
Hart kind of stopped there. Lewin, oh, that's a great save by Levis. Keeping the Cards in it.
Cardinals still have less than 6 minutes.
Oh, but look out for this one. Is it in? No, it is not. Levis again. Wow. Marfo Sarbang thought he had him beat. Levis somehow hitting it off the post. Two of the best. Well, these White fans really upset. Voice cracking their arguments down to the field. Well, let's see if the Hall can have a big swing here. It looked, honestly, over the line. But I'll take the no call.
I think we all will.
That one's over the fence. Home run there by Paravano. We've seen Giblin. It finds Peters. And his size doesn't help him there. Here's Lewin. Lewin just forced a great save out of Levis. Not even a minute ago. This time he can't find his touch. And it feels like a playoff game. It really does. So much on the line. You can see it on the bench. You can hear it from the crowd. One of the best atmospheres of the year. That one's going to stay in. Poked away. What a great play by Barwick. And Bender is through. Bender, it's blocked. Barwick's hurt. Oh, no. It was a fantastic play to keep it in.
So many opportunities missed today. It's unreal.
Oh, this is not good. I can tell you firsthand from running a gym class that track is nothing to mess around with. This is just really sad to see a senior going down like this.
What?
Who's that? Turn away from the edge. And the player down, it's Sean Barwick, who had one of the all-time moments in the Reef Cup last Friday.
Sad to see.
Well, while he's there, looks like we're going to play on because he's not on the field. Big moment in this match. Gisrael whips it across. Not cleared. And now it is. Schmoog down this field. Levis well off his line.
Loyola has a chance.
And this is dangerous. Poke through, and that should do it. Marfo Sarbang and the Dons might have sealed their home playoff for the second straight year. Well, that goal has been coming for the last couple of minutes. Just a tough one for the Hall. Sean Barwick still struggling. They need 2 goals in 3 minutes. Definitely not impossible, but this one would be talked about for centuries if they can pull this one off. And Levis well off his line, and that's why it's so hard in soccer. They can just boot it down and waste a good 20 seconds every single time they have the ball at their feet.
Can't afford to have any mistakes here with a little less than 3 minutes to play.
And it should be even more, but Levis stopped 2 almost certain goals. Calvert Hall needs something in the next minute if they're going to want to have a chance. Here's Welsh. Poke downfield, nobody there. Chase Lewin clearly tired. And here is Lewin. What does he have left? Gleekin chasing. He doesn't even need to shoot. He should just hold it. Going down. They'll say play on. That's big for the Hall. They have a man down. Slow to get up, but he will. And Giblin loses that header. Clock under 2 minutes now. In the corner. Go out for a throw. Free kick for the Dons, and that
They'll just take their time.
it's pretty much going to seal it. You got to start it. There. They stopped the clock. And that will go out of bounds. Hall throw. Well, it's going to be another free kick for the Dons, and that pretty much erases any small chance the Hall had.
30 seconds left.
And we will be back on Wednesday for the Halls. Looks like now their final home game of the season. It will be against John Carroll.
Senior day.
And it will be senior day. All these seniors had great impact on this team. Tough loss for Calvert Hall as the Loyola will seal a home playoff game. And it's one of those coming into the game, just so much hype around it. So much talk at school, and then you run into this Loyola defense who's just been fantastic today. Ugarte and Paravano. And there's just nothing the Hawk could do. Well, again, we'll see you on Wednesday, senior day, for our final soccer broadcast of the season. The final score of this one, the Loyola Dons 2, Calvert Hawk Cardinals 0.